Ethan Pavone.
Welcome to another exciting episode of Dumb Shit with Ethan Pavone. I am your host, Tony Danza. Massachusetts, which legalized marijuana last year, is finally going to open its first pot clubs this summer, maybe as early as July, which is fantastic. I'm just so glad to see like the pro-marijuana movement, kicking ass, because I just grew up surrounded by the most ridiculous anti-drug propaganda imaginable. When I was a kid, the most popular ad was this one.
This is drugs. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions?
Yeah, I got a question for you. Was that commercial produced by the Egg Count? I'm pretty sure the only thing it accomplished was getting potheads to buy more eggs. Imagine that commercial comes on, you're 15, you're stoned, you're like, dude, my brain looks good, man. Go upstairs and eat it up with some bacon and some sausage. The big, specifically anti-marijuana ad from the 80s was this guy.
Who taught you how to do this stuff?
You, all right? I learned it by watching you.
So stupid, right? I always felt like the father should have been like, oh, you learned it from watching me? Well, I also work 70 hours a week and have sex with your mother. I don't see you trying to do that, dumbass. I don't know what happened, in the 90s, I guess they tried to make the anti-drug commercials more hip and down to earth. So they released a series of the most ludicrous ads imaginable, this being the absolute most ludicrous.
I wish you didn't smoke weed.
It's an anti-drug commercial with a talking dog. Do I really need to say anything? But the one that affected me the most, it was one of the last ones they ever ran. We scoured the internet, me and my team, we were unable to find it, so I'll just set the scene for you. It's a shot of a sad-looking old lady, and the dramatic music is playing, right? And then the all-knowing and incredibly patronizing voice gets on and goes, just tell your grandma you couldn't make it because you were getting stoned. I always found that really offensive, mainly because there was no better time to hang out with your grandma than when you're smoking grass. I love it. I get high, I go to my grandma's house, she's cooking me all my favorite food. She's made me 6 different kinds of pies. The whole time I'm there, she's like, you're the sweetest, smartest, most talented, wonderful person in the world. You should have Tru Tv. And then before you leave, what does Grandma always do?
Slips you
A few bucks so you can buy more weed. Be right back. All right, we're back and we're putting baby in the corner, in the movie corner. And as always, I have my friend and fellow critic, Jay Love. Say hello, Jay.
It's adequate.
Today we're going to talk about the brand new movie directed by John Krasinski and also starring him and his lovely wife, Emily Blunt, A Quiet Place. I thought it was a fantastic movie. How about you, Jay?
It's adequate.
Yeah, it was exciting and it was scary. And it was just a really great movie. When I left the theater and I started thinking about it, I realized the movie doesn't make any sense at all. There are these crazy monsters, right? They can't see, they can only hear. They obviously don't have any sense of smell, which doesn't make any sense, but we'll put a pin in that one for now. They have to live in a place that's quiet. So instead of living in some small 2-bedroom studio apartments with the walls covered in blankets and egg crates, no. Instead, these geniuses have decided to live in a giant 100-year-old creaky farmhouse. This is the best I've ever seen. It's like the house has got sand everywhere and painted signs, don't step here, step here. It's like, go live in a smaller, newer house. And the other thing that doesn't make any sense to me is the fact that there's this one scene where they go to the waterfall and John Krasinski's character says, oh, look, if you're around something that's louder, like the waterfall, we can scream, ah, and the monsters can't hear us. Well, then maybe someone should throw a goddamn radio into a middle field somewhere, play some metal music all day, and then you'll be left alone. Yes, we've just been told that John Krasinski has called in. He'd like to respond to what I'm saying, so we'll put him up on the big screen, ladies and gentlemen. John Krasinski. Hey man, what's going on? Why are you bagging on my movie? That's not very nice. I'm not suggesting I can do any better. And the reason we shot it where we did is because we got a great deal to film on Shrewd Farm. What are you doing, John? Oh, ha ha ha. Ah, I get it. Shh. Be quiet, like in the movie, the monsters are coming. What are you saying?
After these messages, we'll be right back.
All right. A good friend of mine just put together his first hidden camera show, and I promised him I'd let everyone take a sneak peek, so check out this awesome trailer.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Admiral Akbar's Hidden Camera Show!
It's a trap!
Let's watch what happens when this guy gets too close to the hole!
It's a trap!
This guy thinks he's just going for a hike, but then...
It's a trap!
And who could forget this classic snafu?
It's a trap!
Join us next week for another exciting episode of...
It's a trap!
Thank you so much. I hope everybody enjoyed our test episode for Tru TV. As you can see, I am exactly what you're looking for. I'm smart, I'm funny, I'm incredibly charismatic, and frankly...
Good night! Clown jerk. JimGoHell.com